Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Shem Yeshai, Bashem Kodesh, double honors unto the apostles and elders of JMS, for the true leaders of Israel today, and salutations to all of the Akim who do this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so, as well as the scattered Israelites who come looking at the heathen but are not, by way of their forefathers, seized for Israelite men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai, and the Lord's holy chosen people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as were the ones who suffer under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. My name is Akali and I'm from the James Jamaica Kingston camp, and this video is about slavery and captivity, okay, and Esau Edom and the judgment that will be coming for them and the other heathen nations as well. Alright, so I seen this picture on YouTube. My brother posted it, and it says every single aspect of the slave trade was ish, okay, and so you can see the names of the ship, from Abigail to Crown to Nassau, to Four Sisters, all the way down to Charlotte and Caracoa. And it shows you the names of the owners, all right? Aaron Lopez, Moses Levi, Jacob Franks, etc., etc., etc. All right, Jacob Roosevelt, John Roosevelt, all right? And a lot of these surnames, you know, people know them. They're well known. And it says race to the right-ish. And the source of this information, as it says, is Elizabeth Donan, 4 volumes, documents illustrative of the history of the slave trade of America, Washington, D.C., 1930 to 1935, Carnegie Institute of Technology, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. All right, so it says the following were known dealers, owners, shippers, or supporters of the slave trade and of the enslavement of black African citizens in early New York history. And then it has all the names of these offenders, okay? And they are indeed offenders because they laid their hands upon the Israelites, the Lord's holy chosen people, and they committed horrible atrocities upon us, okay? And this curse, by the way, is an identifier to who are the true Israelites. It says, and the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Salakio. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. So that's a curse put upon us, to be sold unto our enemies. And this whole slave trade with the Israelites first started in 1492 when they came over here. The so-called Spanish were Edomites, and these Ish people are Edomites as well. All right, they came over here to the Americas looking for us, right? So Northern Kingdom been in captivity before they laid hands upon the Southern Kingdom. Okay, Northern Kingdom being the Native Americans, Latinos, Seminole Indians, so-called, and Southern Kingdom being the so-called Negroes. All right, but these Edomites, they have always had a hand in it. All right, once they came back into power in their so-called Renaissance period in that 1492. All right, so we were sold unto our enemies, and this is a judgment from Yahweh Shemishai unto us as our punishment. And yeah, man. Okay, so there's further information down here, some quotes by some people, but also like advertisements of how we were sold. All right, this is all public information. All right, so let's go to Joel chapter 3 and verse 1. And by the way, the enemies of the Israelites in Psalms 83, it lists them, okay, all of the heathen nations. Okay, Joel chapter 3 and verse 1, for behold, in those days and in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, and I will gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. All right, so the Lord claims us, right? We belong to Yahweh Shemishai, my people, my heritage. Okay, and they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for an harlot and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. Okay, so they committed these things upon us. The males and the females were dealt with atrociously. Okay. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head. So other heathen had to do with this situation as well, and those heathen shall be judged. Okay. We do know for sure that the so-called Africans, who are not our people, all right, the Hamites, they come from Ham, they took part in this, right? Because a portion of our people fled over there to Africa to escape certain things that were being done to us. And those Hamites, they knew who we were, and they gathered us up, to sell us onto the Edomites. Okay. So it says, because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. So this is it right here. All right, the children also of Judah and Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians. So this shows it. We were sold. Okay, so other heathen had a part in it. They gathered us up. They sold us unto the Edomites. And these Edomites had these ships, etc. Okay. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them. And that place that we're in right now is all across the world, but predominantly in the Americas, and especially America, North America, which is America. Mystery Babylon the Great. Behold, I raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. So the Lord is going to judge you for the things that you've done unto the children of Israel. Okay? And that judgment is swiftly approaching. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the wisdom of the saints. So what you've done unto us, it shall return unto you. Alright? And you Edomites, man, y'all are going to feel it. And all of you heathen, you're going straight up into captivity, man. Okay, in the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, and verse 10, it says, and the sons of strangers, talking about the heathen, shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my mercy have I had, for in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. Right? Because we'll be coming into our blessing, which means that the heathen are going to be subject unto us. You shall be our slaves. Okay, you're going to build up the walls, you're going to have to build up the kingdom. Okay? And it's all going to be, backbreaking slavery. Alright, in this book of Ezekiel, it says that it shall be continuous employment. Right? And so their kings, their rulers shall take part in that as well. No heathen shall escape. And it says in Psalms chapter 20, Psalms 2 and verse 8, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Okay, so we'll get that, man. Right? You heathen are going to be our slaves in the kingdom. And Esau, you need to enjoy your final time, man. These are the final days that the Edomites will have any kind of joy. You're in your kingdom right now, and these are the last days that you will be happy. Okay? That you'll feel happiness, that you'll feel joy. Alright, I'm looking for Lamentations chapter 4 in verse 21. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. These are the same people that he's talking about here. all of these owners and everything that you people have done to us and are still doing to us and will do to us some more things in the future to come. When we are going through Jacob's trouble, that dwelleth in the land of Uz, the cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. Alright, and that cup is the cup that we have had to deal with, which are these curses. You shall be afflicted by them. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. And there are many that you Edomites have committed against us. Okay, it's not just that you put us into captivity, that you had us for slaves, but you truly committed all kinds of vile things onto the Lord's holy chosen people. And the way that it is written is that you must face the judgment. So, everyone knows that you're getting ready to be like a wild animal and make your final push against the Lord's holy chosen people, the Israelites, especially the elect. But it's over for you. And after the 1,000 years of captivity, when Yahushua returns, you shall then be Obadiah verse 18. So with that, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shem Yeshua, Basham Kodesh, Shalom.